Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm here to solve a classic Sudoku created by Shye. Shye is an extremely talented author who time and again incorporates some new techniques in classic Sudokus. I know we are covering one more classic by Shye. The one before the last was also by Shye, but this is another classic Sudoku which I could not afford to miss. And I've solved this classic. This is an excellent classic. It has some nice idea, a unique idea. So I thought of making a video on this. The link to solve this is in the description of the video. So please do give it a try and come back and watch the video. And do remember to subscribe to the channel and consider supporting us on Patreon. Really appreciate if you support us. So the rules are simple. Normal classic rules apply. Each row, each column, and 3x3 box in the grid has digits from 1 to 9 without any repetitions. This Sudoku is titled White Marlin, and I've adopted the same name on the right side of the screen. It's called White Marlin and it has been created by Shye. So let's start the Sudoku now. Let's start with corner marking, 1 in column 1 and 2, so that gives me a 1 here. 1 is not in row 7, so I can mark 1 into these two cells. Okay, rest of the boxes have many locations for 1. Let's go to 2s. 2 is not in row 2, 2 is not in row 8 and column 3. That leaves just the 2 cells for 2 in box 7. And 2 in column 7 has 2 cells. 2 in row 2 has these 2 cells. Okay, let's go to 3s. 3 is in row 1 and row 3, so that gives 3 in this domino. And 3 in row 8 has just these 2 cells. 3 in column 2 has just these 2 cells. Okay, time to move on to the next digit. 4s, 4 in row 8 and row 9, so that gives me a 4 in these 2 cells. And now if you look column 1, you'll notice that 4 has exactly 2 cells. 4 can't be here, 4 cannot be here, and 4 cannot be here, so just these 2 cells for the 4. In column 6, just these 2 cells. Simple scanning would give you these. And in column 8, these are the 2 cells for the 4. Let's go to next digit, 5s. 5 goes here. And 5 in row 3 goes in these 2 cells. Okay, let's go to the next digit, 6. 6 I don't think has any viable way of marking now. Just the 2 given 6s. Okay, let's go to the next digit, 7. And even 7s don't have many options to mark. Box 1 has 3 possibilities, but it just doesn't look good to mark 7s like these. So I normally restrict digits just to the 2 cells. Okay, next digit, 8. 8 is not in row 9 and column 8, so that gives 8 in here. And that puts 8 into these 2 cells in column 9. And 8 in box 5 has 2 options. Okay, time to go to the next and final digit, 9. There is only one 9 in the grid, as you can see. So I don't think we can make much progress with the 9s. Right, so time to make some center candidates. So you can see that not even one freebie is available in the grid. Shye has managed to construct this in such a way that there are no freebies. You need to think to get digits. This is such an amazing and wonderful classic Sudoku. Let's start with this box. The 3 digits are 3, 7, 8. You have 159 and 246. This is not 8 and that's not a 7. Okay. So since I have solved this classic previously, I know where exactly to look, but before that I'll try to make it as naturally solved as possible. I don't want to take you to the exact steps which will take you to the solution. These look natural to start, so let's do that way. Okay, so if I look at this box, I need 1, 6, 8 and 9, and both of these cells must be 1, 6 and 9, and 1 is not here, so this is 6 and 9. So I'll just make a few more markings before we go to the intended logic. 3, 5, 6 and 1 and 2. We need 4, 7, 8 and 9. So this is 7, 8 and 9. This is 4 and 9. And these can take all 4 options, 4, 7, 8 and 9. I don't want to do that. And look at this cell. At first glance, it's not something which is really interesting to look at, but if you look closely, 7 options are eliminated. 1, 5, 7, 2, 3, 4 and 8. So this has to be 6 and 9. There is no other possibility that can get into that cell. And similarly, if you look at the symmetrically opposite cell to row 4 column 9, that is this cell. If you rotate the grid 180 degrees, whatever is here will come here, right? Not that I'm trying to prove anything by doing that, just I wanted to explain what is symmetrically opposite means. So this is not 2, 4, 8, not a 7, not a 1, 3 and 5. So this is also a 6 and a 9. And let's say make some more markings along row 1 and row 9. 3, 4, 8, 5 and 7. So you need 1, 2, 6 and 9. This is 2, 6, 9. This is 1, 2 and 9, and that is 1, 2 and 6. And similarly, if you look at row 1, we need 6, 7, 8, 9. You already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as givens. So this is 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, 8, and that is going to be 6, 7, 8 and 9. So I'm going to stick to my usual solving strategy, which is to not mark more than 3 candidates in a cell until or unless absolutely required. So up until this point, you can do these kind of stuff, and you can even continue from here, go to some other cells, mark digits, but those are not going to be really helpful. I've marked the cells which really needed to be marked to make some progress in this Sudoku. So the first thing you have to see in this Sudoku is along row 1 and row 9. You'll notice something really wonderful. 9 in row 9 is exactly in these 3 cells. And 9 in row 1 is also in these 3 cells. Right? There is no other possibility for 9 in row 1 and row 9. Now look at these 2 cells. The cells marked in green. So if we somehow prove that that both can't be same, that would be really wonderful, right? And the reason is, if both the green cells can't be same, then you can clearly eliminate 6 and 9 from all these cells marked pink, because all the pink cells are able to see both the green cells. So if we are somehow able to deduce that both of these cells are not the same, I know it's kind of how to say, thinking is really different, but this is how the Sudoku works. So these pink cells will be able to deduce that they can't be 6, 9 if we somehow prove that these cells are different. Let's go about that. Can they be same? So first let's see what happens if both are 9. Let's put a 9 here and let's put a 9 here. The moment you do that, look what happens to the 9s in row 1 and row 9. All these red cells vanish off. And now you have the 9 for the row 1 and for the row 9 in column 4. So that is going to lead to a clash. So we have proved that these cells both cannot be 9. Now comes the trickier part. Can both of them be 6? That is also not possible. If you have a 6 here, this may be trickier to see, but where does the 6 go in row 1? 6 is forced into this cell, green cell. And now look at row 9. All the options for 6 are eliminated. What a beautiful, beautiful step, right? You can see that there is no possibility for 6. So this clearly proves that both row 4 column 9 and row 6 column 1 cannot be same. They have to be different. Different way of looking at this is you have a swordfish, right? And you need one more 9 to sort of form a swordfish, and you can be certain that one of these cells will be a 9. So if this is a 9, then you have a swordfish in rows 1, 4 and 9 and columns 1, 4 and 9 again. So similarly, if you have a 9, you will have a swordfish in rows 1, 6 and 9 and columns 1, 4 and 9. So this is what I wanted to explain. This is a wonderful trick here. Now the Sudoku is still not over. These cells we have deduced that can't be 6 and 9. Let's see if we can make use of that, and you'll notice that it's actually not giving you anything much. But this is the logical flow, right? When you deduce that these have to be different, you obviously need to make use of that. Let's put some pencil marks here. These both will be 2, 3, 4, 8, and these both will be 1, 3, 5, 7. 6 and 9 would be eliminated from all the pink cells. This is not 2 or a 3. This is not a 3. And this is not a 5. This is not a 3. So hardly anything to carry on. But remember the fact that one of these cells is a 6 and one of these cells is a 9. So which means you have a swordfish of 9s, as I just explained. And which means that you can eliminate all these cells in those columns as not being a 9. So I've marked those cells in yellow. Let me remove the pinks now so that they don't confuse. All these cells marked in yellow cannot take a 9. It's easy to see. The reason is, look at columns 1, 4 and 9. So you have a 9 in one of these 3 cells, and in row 9 if you have a 9 in one of these 3 cells, and you also have a 9 in one of these 2 cells, which means you have got 3 9s, and the columns are 1, 4 and 9. So you have a 9 in row 1, you have a 9 in row 9, and you have a 9 either in row 6 or row 4, and these are all restricted to only columns 1, 4 and 9, which means the yellow cells can never take a 9, because that will introduce a 4th 9 into just 3 entities, which are 3 columns. So which means that this cell is going to be our break-in. Mind you that we have not placed even a single digit until this point, and look at how this single cell is going to give you a digit. What a beautiful starting step from Shye. Shye is always known for putting some wonderful techniques like these that really requires you to think in a unique way. I could not solve Shye's last classic, so I gave it to Ashish and he managed to make a video on that. But this one I wanted to solve at all costs, and I'm happy that I managed to find this. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. So this is obviously 6, 7, 8 and 9. You can't have 1, 3, 5 You cannot have 2 4, and you also cannot have an 8. 8 is eliminated, and 9 is eliminated because of the swordfish, which I just explained. 9. Now you may think, what do we do with the 6s? 6s work in the absolute same way, just like the 9s. So let me remove these red colors for now, and then use a different color for the 6. Let's mark the possibilities of 6 using let's say orange, or maybe pink. Okay, and let's just turn the greens into pink as well. Okay, so now look closely. Same logic. If you look closely at row 1, row 9, and row 4 and row 6, there are 4 rows, but just the 3 columns. Column 1, column 6, and column 9. So one of those 9s, the 3 9s out of these 3 columns, will be in these 2 cells, right? The others, one of the 6s, I meant to say, not the 9s, one of the 6s will be in these 2 cells. The other 6 will be in these 3 cells. The third 6 will be in these 3 cells, right? Which means that I'll remove the yellows and use a different color. Again, same logic. Fantastic logic. Let's mark it blue. All these, okay, not this one, sorry. These. All the blue cells can never take a 6. Same idea. You have 3 columns and you have managed to put 3 6s into those columns. So which means that you can eliminate rest of the other cells, right? So which means this blue cell here in row 8 column 1 cannot be a 6. What a deduction, guys. We are getting the first digit around 50 after 15 minutes of our solve. So this cannot be a 6, so this has to be a 7. Beautiful breaking. So let me remove these colors. That gives our first digit. What a deduction, really. Stunning deduction. So that gives us 7 in this domino. This is not a 7, that's 8 and 9. So can we make any more eliminations? This is 2 4 8. Just standard pencil marking. You can't have 1 3 5. You cannot have 6 7 9. So that's 2 4 8. And now you'll notice that there is a triplet. 2 4 8 triplet. Also you have a 4 in one of these 2 cells, which can be used to mark a digit here. This is 8. That gives a 3. So which means this will be a 2 4 pair. And that eliminates the 2 from this cell, gives a 6 9 pair in column 1, giving an 8 here. And that's not 8, that's not 8, and 8 is pushed into this cell. This is not 8. Okay. So this pink cell in row 1 column 9 has to be 6 7 and 9. No other possibility. Okay, so let's finish off box 5. 7 goes here, 8 goes here. And that 7 sees this cell, so that's 6, which means this will be 7 9. And that 6 eliminates the 6 from here, so that's 1 and 2. Seven removes the 7 from these cells, so that's okay. So we are getting some good progress here. And 7 in row 5 has to be in these 2 cells. Okay, look at box 7. Where does the 2 and the 4 go? Just these 2 cells. Because you have 2 and 4 staring down at these cells, so 2 4 pair. And that can be instantly resolved. So that's a 4, that's a 2. And now this 4 pushes the 4 in here and gives the 7 9 pair. So these cells will be 5, 6 and 9. Of course 6 doesn't go here and 9 doesn't go here. Okay, look at column 2. These two cells are 3, 5, 9. 9 doesn't go here. Okay, 4 in column 6 has only one cell left. 4 goes here and that pushes the 2 here. And that removes the 2 from this cell, giving a 1, 9. So in row 9, 2 has only one option. So 2 goes here. And look at this column. This is a hidden single, has to be 8. So that gives a pair 1, 3, 1, 3. And 3 is not in row 3, so that's a 1, that's a 3. Okay, 8 pushes the 8 here, so that's 8, and that pushes the 1 here, so this will be a 6 and a 9. So row 9 can be completed, so that's a 9, that's a 6, that's 5, that's 9, that's a 3, 5 pair. Let's eliminate some stray pencil marks. So 6 gives 9 here. So just this one digit, look how it is pushing the Sudoku so fast to completion. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So I need 1, 6 pair. Okay, 6 can't go here. So that's 1, that's 6. 1 here gives a 5 here, that's 5. That is 3, that is 5. That 3 gives me a 1 here. Now 1 in column 8 goes here. That gives a 3 here. Look at row 2, 7, 9 are the missing digits. And this becomes 5, 8 for the box. 1, 4, 6, 2, 3, 7, 9, 5, 8. And that can be resolved. So 8, 5. Look at column 9. This is a naked single. It cannot be 1, 3, 4, 8, 4, 5, 2, 8, 6 or 9. So that's 7. That gives 9. That gives 6. 9 resolves this 7, 9. Resolves this 9, 7. These will be 6 and 7. You have 7 here, so that's a 6, 7. That can be finished. 6, 9. Row 7 can be finished. 5, 7. 1 and 6 to be put up. 6 is here, so that's 6. That's 1. And look at column 8. 3 and 4. 3, 4. 4, 2, 2 and 9. And that completes this stunning Sudoku from Shye. What a beautiful Sudoku. The start was that swordfish, you can say, but not the traditional swordfish. There were 4 rows, but only 3 columns. And you know that in any 3 columns, there can only be 3 instances of any digit, even though the rows were 4. There are only 3 columns and there can only be 3 instances of a digit. And in this case, 6 and 9 were the vital digits. And that really helped us going row 1, row 9 and these 2 cells. Understanding that these 2 cannot be same really helped the Sudoku to its completion. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked, please do leave a comment under the video and remember to subscribe to the channel. We hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.